Hey guys, this video is another part of ecology. We have solved paper 2015 in this part. So let's continue with the video. Our first question is, the average salinity of ocean is 1. 3.5 ppt, 2. 3.5%, 3. 35%, 4. 35 ppm. So notice that here we have got only two of them in the same unit and the other two in the two other different units. For now, the right answer we know as 3.5%. We will just see what are the what if we express 3.5% in the rest of the units that are given here. So 3.5% will be 35,000 ppm and 35 into 10 to the power minus 12 ppt, which means that ppm stands for parts per million, which is 10 to the power minus 6, and ppt stands for parts per trillion, which stands for 10 to the power minus 12. So here the correct answer could have been in any given unit, but the answer is 3.5% is correct here. Next question, the calorific value of bioluminous coal. Now I think they made a mistake here. It will be bituminous coal. For options 1, 11,000 to 14,000 range, 2, 10,500 to 14,000, 3, 8,300 to 11,000, 4, 12,000 to 20,000. A close range of options are given over here. Our answer will be number 2, which is 10,500 to 14,000. Next question. Study of interaction among all the living organisms of different communities is known as 1. Orticology, 2. Anecology, 3. Synecology, 4. Autogeny. Now here I think they have mistaken in the spelling of the term. I think one of this 2 and 3 will be synecology, that is, it could be either number 2 or number 3. So we will just define the terms. Orticology means it is a study of relationship between the individual species and the environment, whereas synecology means study of relationship between different communities and the environment. And autogeny here means a hypothetical organic phenomenon by which living organisms are created from non-living matter. So from this option 2 and 3, only one of them can be synecology, but the other term is also not right. We are not aware of it. So guys, anybody who is aware of this term, do comment below, will be very helpful. So our answer will be synecology because it involves different communities and their relationship in the environment. So it will be number in either 2 or 3, we can name it as synecology here. Next question. Which of the following species is not an indicator of eutrophic condition? 1. Anabaena flossequi, Microcystis eruginus. 3. Aphanizomenon flossequi. 4. Hydrilla. Now, what does eutrophic condition means is that it is an environment which gets very much enriched with nutrients is called eutrophication. Now, as far we know, the fact that epiphytic algae are an indicator of eutrophic condition. That means they grow well in highly rich nutrient condition. So here from the options, all the first 3 are epiphytic algae. So the option 4, Hydrilla, is the one which is not an indicator of eutrophic condition. Next question. Water bloom is associated with 1. Biomagnification, 2. Eutrophication, 3. Biofortification, 4. Acid rain. What is water bloom? Water bloom is a dense aquatic population of different microscopic photosynthetic organisms produced by the abundance of nutrient salts in abundant water and which is coupled with aquatic sunlight. So here the important fact is water bloom is caused when there is abundance of nutrient salts and abundance of water. This abundance of these nutrients is again a term which will describe this condition of eutrophication. So our answer should be number 2. Next question. In a tree ecosystem, pyramid of number is 1. Upright, 2. Intermediate type, 3. Inverted, 4. Upright and inverted. So we will give an example. First, what is pyramid of numbers? Pyramid of numbers means it is an ecological pyramid which in each level the number of species present in the trophic level is represented in the pyramid of numbers. So here is a diagram where we show the different pyramid of numbers representing the different ecosystem. One is a pond ecosystem, second is a inverted parasitic food chain, and third is a tree ecosystem. So what happens in a tree ecosystem? We see that it's neither inverted nor upright, where herbivores are having the highest number of species level here. So it is something intermediate rather than upright or inverted. So our options here rightly will satisfy the question option number 2, that is intermediate type. Next question. The interaction that benefits both the participating species is known as 1. Predation, 2. Parasitism, 3. Mutualism, 4. Commensalism. Now from the question, that is interaction which is benefiting both has to be a positive interaction. Now option 3 and 4, mutualism and commensalism, are both examples of positive interaction. The difference is that commensalism is a benefit of only one-sided, but mutualism is where both, it's cooperative, both the organism are benefiting. Therefore our answer will be mutualism. 67. The question is, about 60% of the total greenhouse forcing is caused by 1. CO2, 2. CH4, 3. CFC, 4. Ozone. It's a well-known fact that CO2, that is carbon dioxide, is a gas whose primary impact is on the greenhouse gases, which increases the greenhouse effect on the earth. So CO2 is the one producing 60% of the total greenhouse gas. Next question. Identify the correct combination. Well, it's a lot of given options. A. SO2, B. NO, C. HF, D. Chlorine, E. Ethine, F. Ozone. So here we have to match it with their effects on the plants. So we have given 1, 2, 3 and 4 options here. We'll have to play it wisely. Let's see. If you will notice, option that is C has all of them at 4. So that means that this for C, 4 is the right option, tip and marginal necrosis. Next, let's just find out one thing. And also notice that E has all the variables different, other than the fact that A has most of them as 1, B has most of them as 2, D has most of them as 3, and F has most of them as 5. If we know the E, we will know the exact answer. So here E is ethine, and we know that ethine causes abscission and curling in plants. So our ethine is 6. So therefore our answer should be number 3. Next question. Meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs defines 1. Sustainable development, 2. Conservation of biodiversity, 3. Convention on biodiversity, 4. Human resource development. Well, the question that is given is a clear definition of the term sustainable development. So our answer is 1, sustainable development. We will just describe the term human resource development. It is an integrated use of training, organization, and career development. It is the effort to improve individual, group, and organizational effectiveness. So that's human resource development. Also, Convention on Biodiversity is a multiple treaty which includes sustainable use, fair and equitable sharing of benefits arising out of utilization of genetic resources. Next question. Biodegradation of oil spills is carried by 1. Pseudomonas denitrificans, 2. Methanomonas, 3. Pseudomonas, 4. Acidogenum. So biodegradation means degradation or transformation of a substance into new compounds through biochemical reaction or action of microorganisms, right? So here all of them are bacteria. Pseudomonas denitrificans use is in the production of vitamin B12 produced by fermentation. Methanomonas is found in extreme environment and it's a methanogenic bacteria which is used as a methane pollutant indicator and also in bacteria culturing. 3. Pseudomonas, it is used in oil spilling. And Acidobacter acidogenum, it is used in production of vinegar. So our answer is number 3. Next question. The National Environment Engineering Research Institute NEERI is situated at 1. Nainital, 2. Durgapur, 3. Shimla, 4. Nagpur. Our answer is 4. Nagpur. Next. Minamata and Itai disease are caused by 1. Mercury and cadmium, 2. Iron and silicon, 3. Lead and asbestos, 4. Lead and chromium. So we know that Minamata disease is caused by mercury. So since it's there present in only one option, our answer will be 1. And similarly, we will get to know that Itai is caused by cadmium. Next question. Photochemical smog is a mixture of, it's a lot of combination with many similar options. 1 is nitrogen, air, oxygen and hydrocarbon. 2. Nitrogen oxides, ozone, peroxyl acidyl nitrate, particulates and unreacted hydrocarbon. 3. Again PAN, particulates, CO2 and unreached hydrocarbons. And 4. Air, oxygen, nitrogen, CO2, PAN, unreacted hydrocarbons. So we know that smog is a mixture of unreacted hydrocarbons. That's for sure. Smog doesn't contain air as in particular, so we'll just cut that out. And also carbon dioxide. So one with the correct option is number 2. Nitrogen oxides, ozone, PAN, particulates and unreacted hydrocarbons. Next question. Asiatic lions in the wild are found in 1. Gir Forest National Park, 2. Jim Corbett National Park, 3. Kaziranga National Park, 4. Kanha National Park. Asiatic lions are famous and in the wild it is found in Gir Forest National Park. That is number 1. Next question. Biomagnification is defined as, what is biomagnification? It is literally, right term will be amplification. So here options are 1. The process of accumulation of chemicals in the organism. 2. Increasing concentration of chemicals at successive trophic levels. 3. Accumulation of chemicals in certain species. 4. Excessive accumulation of chemicals in primary consumers. We know that biomagnification is not accumulation but amplification. Here the correct option will be increasing concentration of chemicals. See, it's amplifying it. So therefore that is the correct option, that is 2. Next question. Which of the following is a first order consumer? So a first order consumer has to be a herbivore. So here dingo is a dog, hyena is a carnivore, troll is also a relative of dog and foxes. So all these, the rest three are carnivores, whereas boar, which is an Indian bison, it is a herbivore. So our answer is 2. Next question. LC80 is commonly used as a test of 1. Chronic toxicity, 2. Margin of safety, 3. Acute toxicity, 4. Immunity. Well, LC80 is a common test performed to see the margin of safety. So our answer is number 2. Guys, hope you all liked the video, and do like and subscribe for more such videos. Thank you.